What's up, everybody? This is Sankar3, and I am here today with my son as well. Flash, you want to say hello?
Hello.
I'm going to do a little bit different video for everyone today. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you've likely heard me say that I'm originally from Milwaukee and that one of the PCs, my personal collection, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because Giannis is no longer on the Bucks, I don't know, shed my tear, come to grips with it. But I did want to do a different kind of video than just opening stuff. And I don't know what to call it, a tribute video, a thank you video, a farewell video. But I was going to highlight some of my Giannis PC today, tell a little bit of the stories behind them. I tried to just grab some of the cards that are a little bit more important or significant to me, so I'll explain why that is. And then maybe tell another story about the time Flash and I should have met Giannis, but we kind of messed it up. All right, so without further ado, let me just start with a handful of ones on top here. These are not significant at all. These are just ones where, anyone in the hobby, I'm sure, joins breaks and picks a team. So these are just kind of, Bucks breaks that I've been in where numbered Giannis cards have come out. I've been doing this for a few years, so I have lots and lots of these. I just grabbed ones that were easily available and not boxed up and put away. So I actually don't have a ton of Panini ones since they're a little bit older as far as the basketball cards go. They're just boxed up. But I do have some Topps Chrome. We got another numbered card out of Topps Chrome. Again, all those came from breaks. These two, however, are ones I bought as singles. So this is considered a case hit. I really like how this one looks. For whatever reason, it's not anywhere near as expensive as a lot of the other case hits. So I was able to pick that one up fairly inexpensively. We're actually going to put him up on the back wall, just so we have a little something to look at here. And then this is another card out of Topps Chrome that I bought as a single. This one, the Activators insert, to me, looks really, really cool, but again, not all that popular in the hobby. So even though this is the gold, numbered out of 50, was able to pick this one up pretty inexpensively as well. We'll put him on the back wall again, just to give us some kind of background, something to look at as we go through this here. But now we're going to start getting into some of the other cards and kind of the story behind them. So, yeah, all right. I feel like I should have said some other things, but we're good for now. I was a little worried about that. Kind of congested here. I do have that Jalen Johnson in the card in the background. That is my current giveaway. Want to leave kind of Giannis as the main subject of this video, but if we get to 100 subscribers, I will give away that Jalen Johnson card. All right, so we're going to start with this one. This is the first Giannis rookie card that I bought. When I was a kid, I was in the hobby. I'm pretty old, so this is the 80s and 90s. I mostly collected baseball cards. Had a few basketball, a few football, but baseball was my focus. I stopped collecting, I don't know, probably mid-90s, and did not get back into it until COVID time, 2020, 2021. Really two reasons I got back into it then. One was my son got old enough where he started getting interested in cards. He was interested in Pokemon. And then with COVID, a lot of people got back in the hobby. I did go back and look through all the old cards that I had, and then that started me buying new ones. So all of that said, I knew I wanted to start getting some Giannis cards. I was a bit taken aback with how expensive some of the cards were. So one, I hadn't been involved in the hobby in a good 15, 20 years. Two, COVID prices kind of spiked everything. So once I started looking into stuff, I knew that this was the Giannis rookie card that I liked the look of the most, and I knew I wanted to get one. But the graded versions of this card at that time were like, I don't know, $600, maybe more. So I didn't do it. I found this one on, I believe it was like a Discord server. This is the China version, the Asia parallel, if you will, and it has a beat up corner. I knew it had a beat up corner. The seller told me it had a beat up corner, so I was able to get it fairly inexpensively. But the whole reason to kind of keep dwelling on this card is it's really the first Giannis rookie card that I bought. I want to say maybe $70, $75, something like that. I don't quite remember, but for me at the time, it was the most I'd paid for any card. And it was kind of, I don't know, mind-blowing to me that was what cards like this went for. We will soon find out a little bit more about what cards like that go for. All right, anyway, I won't ramble about every card like that, but I will show some more and kind of give a little bit of story. So this one is SGC 10, 21-22 season. This is the season that Bucks did win the championship. It's also the 75th anniversary for the NBA, so you see Giannis holding all the trophies. I got this one at Cards HQ. So they won the championship. This card is really cool, so I wanted it. I believe I got this the very first time we looked at Cards HQ. So it was just kind of a cool moment for me to find this card there. Not very expensive, but it is graded highly, so really like that card. Next up, speaking of championship year, so if you all remember when the Bucks did win the championship, they were going against the Phoenix Suns. Photogenic is the set that this card came out of, and this was just a critical moment for that series, for the championship. Giannis blocked Ayton with, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 seconds left. If that dunk goes in, the Bucks lose that game. He blocks it, I believe even runs down the court and gets a dunk right after to solidify the game. This was not to win the championship, but they won it the very next game, and had they lost this one, who knows what happened. So this block is just a huge moment in Bucks history. Loved that it got captured on a card. Bought this card as a single, potentially to grade it. But when I got it in hand, I could see it was a little bit off-centered, so I never did send this in. Maybe I upgrade this at some point and buy a graded one, but for the time being, I'm happy with this one. Flash, do we want to add our story now? All right, so again, I might ramble a little bit in this video. I'm going to try to do some more editing with this video than I usually do. I've got a couple pictures to help back up this story. This was, if I believe the timestamp on my photos, a little more than 7 years ago. So Flash would have been 4 at the time. A buddy of mine, we live in Atlanta, I think I've mentioned that many times. A buddy of mine was a season ticket holder for the Atlanta Hawks. As a season ticket holder, he gets to enter the games during player warm-ups before just the gym is open to the regular public. He brought Flash and I to one of those games, and it just happened to be against the Bucks. While we were on the court pregame, and again, I'm going to put some pictures up here, hopefully, Giannis he was just coming off an injury, and we weren't sure if he was going to play or not. He was actually warming up before the game to determine that. So he was out earlier than everyone else. There was another player or two out there, a couple, like coaches or medical staff kind of watching him, but he was more or less warming up all on his own. As you can see from this first picture, hopefully, if my editing skills are good enough, this is a picture of Flash, much younger than he is now, but he is on the Hawks court. So that's kind of the proof that we were there. This next picture, though, is Giannis more or less all on his own, shooting free throws, just kind of warming up. I think it was a hip injury or a hamstring or something, but anyway, he was trying to see if he could play. While he was shooting these free throws, another kid, not Flash, another kid yelled, "Hey, Giannis," pretty much mid-free throw. And it distracted him, and he got mad. You could see a little bit of anger cross over his face. And then he kind of looked over where it came from, saw that it was a kid. The kid was a little older than Flash at the time, so probably around 7 or 8. Giannis being Giannis immediately sees it's a kid and his face softens and he's like, sorry kid. Like he knew, he gave him kind of a dirty look. So he's like, sorry kid, I'll be right there. Took a couple more free throws and then went over to the kid, took pictures with the kid. So I'm like, here's our chance. He couldn't have been 30 feet away from us taking pictures with kids. And I'm like, Flash, let's go get our picture. What did Flash do? He says, no, and he starts crying. So yeah, make the story short, I have no picture of Giannis holding Flash, even though the opportunity presented itself. My wife was not with us. She still to this day says she would have taken the picture anyway, would have had Flash, just red-faced, crying his eyes out just to have it. Flash, now that you are older and kind of understand, what are your thoughts on what happened that day? First off, do you even remember it?
No.
No. Would you have rather I taken a picture with you just crying?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I don't know. But hopefully you guys enjoy my story. So anyway, back to some of the cards. This one is interesting. Flash is at 20. Yeah, number 4 out of 20. So this one, again, as I got more competent with the hobby and what kind of things existed, I realized that Logo Man was kind of a cool, sought-after type of card. Just doing a search for what Giannis Logo Man cards are available, I stumbled across this one, which is a ounce of silver, technically a troy ounce of silver. I didn't know what that meant. I had to look it up. A troy ounce is basically slightly larger than a regular ounce. So anyway, not even sure what a troy ounce of silver is worth as I record this video, but maybe I'll look that up and see if I can't add something to the video. But yeah, I just thought this one was cool. If you get like a patch card with a logo, they're crazy expensive. But the one with the silver bar was not so bad. So I did go ahead and pick this one up. Thought that one was kind of cool and interesting for the video. What is next? Autograph. So this one came out of, I believe it was Prism Black. This one, again, not, I don't know, this is sort of the end of the Panini era. This is what Giannis's current autograph looks like, not his original, which we will see shortly. But again, just a really cool looking card to me. He's got, I think that's the, what is it called? The cup, the tournament. I forget the name of the tournament, but when the Bucks won that one, I think that's what that trophy's from. So autographed version of that card. Next up, and I am trying to kind of hide what's back there, just not spoil things. This is the very first Giannis autograph card that I bought. This is one of the, I think at the time I bought this was the most expensive card I bought. I do not know what the value is right now, if it's gone up, if it's gone down, if it stayed the same. I actually haven't looked at any of Giannis's market really since the trade, so I don't know what his prices are doing. My guess is they probably spiked a little bit with the trade, but they'll likely drop since I don't know what Bucks fans are going to do. And that's actually a good point. Y'all seeing some of my PC here. What should I do with these cards? Giannis is a surefire Hall of Famer regardless of what happens here on out. So holding them seems like the right thing to do as far as an investment standpoint. Obviously, I still love Giannis, so I think I would want to hold them anyway. But if anything did spike, maybe there's some worth flipping. But yeah, anyway, we got a 10 auto on this one, 8.5 on the card. This is numbered, what does that say, Flash? These lights are hard to tell. Is that 199?
188.
188. So Contenders, auto, nice card on there. All right, next up, as I had mentioned before with that Asia one, the Asia rookie version of this card, this is really what I wanted. When I first started looking into Giannis cards, I just liked this picture better. Didn't really know where hoops fell as far as the hierarchy of sought after cards or things like that, but this one just had nice eye appeal to me, so I liked it. We got a real good grade on here, the 9.5. We do have 110 on here, so went ahead and picked this one up. I picked it up, I don't know how long ago, but most certainly not around the COVID era. So when this was like a $600 card, I did not get it. I waited for it to come down substantially, and I don't remember if this was an eBay purchase, a card show, card shop. I don't remember where I got that one, but I wanted to get a good grade of that card. Speaking of, I also have an autographed version of that card. So a couple things with this. First off, the CGC JSA Authentic. So it is an auto 10 on here. It is hard to see the auto. So unfortunately, this is a dark background card, and it was signed with a dark pen, blue, almost black ink. This card is cool for a number of reasons. One, as I've been saying, I just love this card. Two, I did not buy this card. This was a gift to me from my mom. I don't think she knew even that I had such a strong like for this card when she bought it. But yeah, she found it at, excuse me, at a local card shop, a local to her card shop. She does still live in Milwaukee, so I would assume she paid top dollar for this. I would think anyone in Milwaukee would buy this. So Mom, if you see this video, thank you very much. I do love this card, and now you know how much, because I have multiple unsigned versions of that. Beyond that one, next up we have more of an artistic card. So this is still a rookie card. You see the rookie logo. This is HGA grading. I don't really know much about HGA. What is cool though is their label tries to match the card that's inside. So I kind of do like that. Just thought this was a really beautiful looking card, a more artistic looking card, and it is numbered. It's at 225. Yep. So numbered out of 225, HGA 9. They got the subgrades on there. I don't think I'd ever want to like crack this out and try to get it to a bigger company, but yeah, cool card, decent grade, like that one. All right, getting closer to the bottom here. Shouldn't be too much longer. Talking about hoops a lot, talking about the rookie a lot. This is a different version, right? This is the autograph version of this card. So this is a Giannis rookie auto. You can see his auto from his rookie year is much, much different than what his auto is now. So again, nobody knew him. He probably took the time to sign autographs like that back then, but now it's more just kind of a circle. Thought this one was cool. Did pick this one off of eBay. The 8.5 grade, pretty rare when it comes to PSA, so thought that was interesting too. Again, paid a fair price for this one. Have not comped things in a long time. I have no idea if the value's gone up or down, but it's an important card to me. Maybe I'll try to find a comp and put it on the video. All right, now as we're going down, we are getting into some of the bigger, higher end stuff. Help me hide it. So here we've got the Prism rookie. So this is kind of an iconic card. Got this one in a PSA 10. Again, when I first got back into the hobby, this card was more than $1,000. I didn't buy it back then because it was ridiculous to me to spend that much money on a card. It's also come down quite a bit. Don't remember what I paid for this when I bought it, but did get it off of eBay. This is one you kind of just sit on, keep forever. Flash, you're probably going to inherit this. Actually, probably going to inherit a lot of these once your dad gets even older. But yeah, you know, this is what you want as a Giannis collector. A PSA 10 of the iconic Prism set. 2012 was the first year of Prism. But 2013 being Giannis's rookie year, he's kind of, in my opinion anyway, the first big rookie available for Prism. So here it is. There is an autographed version of this card. I do not have that. Again, funds wouldn't allow that. The availability of that card it's a little bit harder to find. Eventually, I'd like to get that. It is not my Grail Giannis card though, the autograph version. It would be a nice one. Maybe I'll find a picture of the Grail version of that. So for me, I want a stained glass Giannis rookie.
Yeah.
That is the Grail that I'm after. I do not have one. I have an alert set, so I get emailed all the time from eBay. Not all the time, but anytime one comes available. I don't think I'm ever going to get one. They're just too expensive. I don't have the funds for it. It just wouldn't make sense to spend that much money. But it's a real awesome card. If I ever happen upon a deal for one, I might do it. But yeah, that's my, I don't know, white whale. All right, just two left here. This one is a Giannis Downtown. So this one, 2017. I can't remember. I want to say this is the first year of Downtowns, at least for Giannis, but maybe not. But again, with this one, it is a PSA 10, so really awesome. Being from Milwaukee, I really like that it features a Harley on here. Again, just all kinds of cool Wisconsin stuff, right? So you've got the deer, he being on the Bucks, deer hunting being a huge thing in Wisconsin, and you got all the cheese and Giannis dunking. So the story on this one, I did get it on eBay. However, I was watching a Whatnot stream, and someone had this card on that stream. I was already kind of looking for a Downtown Giannis, so I kind of knew what the prices should be, and I knew this one was on eBay for a fairly decent price. But I kind of put a little bit of a lowball offer on the Whatnot one I want, and I didn't win it. Someone actually paid more on that Whatnot stream than what this eBay one was. So I saw that and I'm like, you know what? I can get that same card just a little bit cheaper than that guy. So I did. So I just pulled the trigger on the one that was on eBay. Now I have it. And the last card up.
Woo.
This one is definitely the most expensive one that I've paid for. It doesn't necessarily mean it's worth the most. Again, I will try to comp this card for the video, but I have not looked it up in years. Excuse me. So this is another rookie auto. You can see that autograph is beautiful. It did get a 10. This card itself is a 9.5. It does have 10 centering from BGS. So yeah, at this point, this is really like the crown jewel to my Giannis collection. So I did buy this one fairly early on, so I'm sure I paid a good amount for it. I don't really recall. But again, we'll comp it and see. So that is my Giannis collection. All of that said, what should I do with this? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know what you think is the coolest card in here. If there's any other cards I should try to get, I'll probably at least try to pick up one Heat card of him with an auto if those ever become a thing. But for right now, I think I'm just going to sit on what I have, maybe pick up, I don't know, some other Bucks versions of him if something comes available that I like. But for the most part, I'm just a hold on Giannis and not really acquiring much more. I'm also curious what everyone's thoughts are on the trade itself. As much as I don't like it, I understand it. I do like the 2 draft picks that the Bucks took. They're not going to be helpful immediately, but I do think long term should make the Bucks better. Knock on wood, but. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Bucks did what they had to do. Still a fan of the Bucks, still a fan of Giannis. So, yeah, let's just see how it all plays out. But I am curious what the general public thinks about it. Anyway, video's getting long. I am starting to ramble. So let's wrap things up. Flash, you got anything that you want to add?
Subscribe now. I want 100.
That's right. Let's get to 100. We'll get that giveaway going. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on my collection, Giannis, the Heat, the Bucks going forward, and we will get more content out soon. Thanks, everybody.